welcome to a new episode of Photography Behind the Scenes. It was a calm, rainy day, and I have long been waiting for a day like this one to come to shoot a roll of Fujicolor C200 in this weather. This is my first time shooting a roll of Fujifilm, and I don't exactly know why, but I felt like the rain is the perfect weather for a roll of Fujicolor, so I had waited for this kind of weather to align with my schedule, and this was the day. I started out here at this parking area where some bins at the end of the space caught my attention, and I got this shot. I think it's a good start. I like the emptiness in the photo and the puddles on the ground, which give this photo a mixture of a triste but also peaceful feeling. I returned to the main road and walked up until I found this view of the houses here. I enjoyed the perspective from my standing point with the grass in the foreground. This is the photo I got, and I think it's beautiful. Apart from the composition, which worked out nicely, I love the subjects, the two houses with those leaves crawling up their walls. I continued my walk up some roads. I'm unsure if it's apparent in the footage, but shooting in the rain with the Pentax was quite a struggle. I was trying to keep it dry by holding the umbrella, and at the same time I was holding the tripod with the Pentax on it. Plus, I had the Sony hanging on my neck. I had the GoPro strapped to my head, and I believe I know why every person I passed gave me a questioning look in their face. Anyway, a couple roads later, I found these two green bins in front of this private entrance. I framed up a shot and got this. I think it's okay. It's fairly clear that the bins are the subject, however, overall the photo just doesn't intrigue me much.
Yeah, hello. Hello there.
As I was walking past these houses, this front space of the house here looked somehow interesting. I searched for a possible framing through the viewfinder and found something that might work and could be worth shooting. This is the outcome. It's alright, nothing is particularly wrong with it, but it isn't so interesting either. Then I had come to a new neighbourhood, and as I was walking here, I found these cute narrow steps going up there, and I decided to attempt photographing this scene. This is the result, and I am liking this. I think it captures nicely what I appreciate about the steps. The narrow path going up through the leaves and the gardens has a sort of cuteness to it, which I find translates visually in this photograph quite effectively. I also love the couple different elements that I can focus on here apart from the steps. I mean the bush on the left with its beautiful greens and the garden to the right, for example. I decided to leave the steps for later, and before exploring what is up there, I wanted to walk along this road a bit longer. Not far from the steps, I found this garage, but with a cute window and some bins and steps. I don't exactly know what's going on here, but that's exactly what made this scene interesting for me, so I tried to get a decent photograph of it. The photo turned out okay. Unfortunately, the composition and lighting don't quite work with what I was aiming for. The subject I was focusing on is that corner with the bins and the steps. However, that corner is quite dark, there's not much light there, therefore I'm not so drawn to that corner. What makes this worse is that the wall of the garage is white, which makes it to one of the brightest elements in the composition, and thus kind of steals the attention. So therefore this photo didn't quite work the way I hoped it would. I continued my walk for quite a while without finding anything new until I came to this place, from where I had this slightly higher up view onto the garden of the house ahead. I decided to try a composition with some leaves in the foreground and picturing the garden. This is the result, and I think it works quite nicely. I might have a little too much emphasis on the leaves at the front. I find they take up a bit too much space. But apart from that, I like the cute garden, and I think the photo captures just that quite nicely. Then, after not finding much more, I eventually decided to return to the steps I had shot previously and explore the place they lead to. So there wasn't really anything exciting up here, but as I scanned my surroundings, this wall that is half covered with leaves stood out to me. This is the photo I was able to get, and I love it. The colors are so satisfying. I love greens, and this photo is full of them. But what I love about this photo is that it has not only greens but these spots of other colors that create a sort of balance. And I'm so fond of the window being covered by the leaves. It reminds me of the Ghibli film Laputa, Castle in the Sky, in which that flying island has these old robots that are also overgrown by greenery. Okay, I'm getting off topic now, but anyway, I really like this photo. I kept walking for another while without finding anything worth shooting until I came here, where I enjoyed the cuteness of this garage entrance with all the plants around it. This is what I got, and sadly, I believe this photo has the same issue as the other garage I tried to shoot. The subject I'm wanting to focus on is a little dark compared to its surroundings, which works against the attention I'm trying to draw towards the subject. Then, a while later, I was walking here and found this pipe. I liked the abstract quality, or at least the potential for it, the pipe provided with the walls behind it and the leaves around it. I composed a shot and got this. I think it works. It is what I was aiming for, however, I don't really think it's that interesting. After that pipe, I walked up some cute narrow paths in the hope to find something interesting here, and eventually I did come across something. I found a door into the house here, and in front of it was this plant in a pot. I somehow liked the plant and thought it's worth a shot, and so I composed a simple photo and got this. I like it. The photograph captures just what I was aiming for. It shows this doorstep with the couple personal items decorating it. And that was the last photo of the day. I think this session was overall quite a success. There were a couple photos that simply didn't work out, but on the other hand, I got some that I really like. My personal favorite of the day is probably easy to guess in this episode. It's this photo of all the plants and that window half covered by the leaves. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments, which is your personal favorite. I'm curious to read your comments. Anyway, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, that helps me to grow this channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, and I'll hopefully see you again next week in the next video. Until then, goodbye.